All right, welcome in, everybody. Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Dirt Sprint Car Championship Series. Tonight, a wingless special for these guys. 410 wingless cars out here. $100 to win for the drivers. Pays all the way down to sixth place. Sixth place going to pick up $10 and no entry fee for these guys. Got 32 410 wingless sprint cars in here. A lot of guys coming in to have some fun. Used to seeing a lot of these guys with the wing on the top. Brady Baldwin, Joel Berkeley, Logan Rumsey, Hayden Cardwell. Mason Hannigan in here tonight, Colton Davis. A lot of these guys used to having the wing on top of the car, but tonight they are going to go topless for us. Put it all together. Got about 40 seconds in the practice session. They'll get ready to go to qualifying. We'll go through our pre-race ceremonies. Get ready to have a special Wednesday night show. Say hi in the chat, guys. YouTube, Twitch, or any of the Facebook channels. I can see you. Had a show, a couple of shows Monday. Had a show last night, show tonight, show Thursday night. Pretty much a full week of racing right here on the Dirt Racing Network for you this week. The Dirt Slingers Wicked Energy Gun 410 Outlaw Pro Series is going to close up their season tomorrow night, so tune in for that. Enjoy the show tonight. We'll get ready to go to our pre-race ceremonies. These guys are getting ready to go to qualifying.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name, amen.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, big thank you to the Foleys for our opening ceremonies. Hayden Cardwell, your quick qualifier tonight, 11.91 seconds. Heat 1 out on the track. 3 heat races on tap for you. A rundown of the starting lineup. On the pole, 21 car of Hayden Cardwell. On his outside, Slick Slim Sports driving the 9 car, Joel Berkeley. Row 2 on the inside, the 17 of Alex Rupert. On his outside, the 22 of Kyle Axenson. On the inside of row number 3, the 41 of Logan Rumsey. And on the outside of him, the 98, the Dirt Trek Terror himself, James Tiernan. Row 4 on the inside, the 99 of Dale Jordison. And to his outside, the Tim Sims Ultimate Dirt TV 19 Designs Black Diamond Motorsports. Number 20, it's not 29, it's going to be the number 80 car from Plymouth, Wisconsin, Josh Steinke. The fifth row on the inside, the Fast Four Media JST Swindell Speed Labs Esports, number 5 out of Loomis, California, Rusty Kruger. And on the outside of him, Zach McSwain in the 14 car. And on the back row by himself, Kyle Gilbert in the 227 machine. 11 cars for you. Heat race number 1. Top 3 will make a direct transfer to the feature. Everybody else will go through one of the B mains. And we will fill in 24 cars for our feature. They're going to go green out of turn number 4. Cardwell and Berkeley on the front row. So we get ready to go green.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. Racing underway. 410 wingless special event tonight. Dirt Sprint Car Championship Series. And Cardwell wasted no time jumping away from the field here. He's got himself a pretty healthy lead. About 10 car lengths already. Joel Berkeley is trying to fight Alex Rupert. Oh, that's not Alex Rupert there. That is James Tiernan there behind him. And now he's got himself some breathing room. And Tiernan's got company. And Kyle Atkinson, a 22 car. Green and black machine went inside 1 and 2, outside 3 and 4. Big slide job across the nose there. That looks like Logan Rumsey's number 41 car, and it is. He threw the haymaker in 3 and 4. He is going to end up picking up a spot. Here goes Atkinson. That car going to flip and twist. Not going to have a caution. They do not have the cautions on for the heat races. We'll jump up here and look at Hayden Cardwell. He's got 4 laps to go, and he is a full straightaway ahead of Berkeley and company. Tiernan not letting Berkeley get too far away. That's your top 3. Logan Rumsey a little ways back. Dale Jordanson now is in the 5th spot with Rusty Kruger right in behind him. That's the 6th place car, the black and blue Swindell Speed Labs machine right there. Hayden Cardwell made a mistake out of 2, and he's allowed Tiernan and Berkeley to catch up. They take the white flag. He tried to go inside. I don't know if that's going to work out. I think Berkeley's going to steal this one on the final lap right here. Around the top side, they come out of 3 and 4. Joel Berkeley snatches the win. James Tiernan picks up 2nd, and Hayden Cardwell will get that final transfer spot. I have to think maybe he had a light fuel load, and he was trying to save a little bit of gas. But he ends up making the feature directly from heat race number 1. Second heat race gridding out on the front stretch for us right here. It's going to be Blake Cannon on the pole. His teammate James Edens on the outside. Both Swindell Speed Labs drivers. Inside of a row number 2, another Speed Labs car. That is Cole Cabre in the 12 machine. On the outside of him, the KRGS ODSE BK Designs SM Sim Sports number 7 out of Brisbane, Queensland, Australia, Brady Baldwin. Row 3 on the inside, Garrett Halsey, the 24, the 42 of Emerson Axum, midget driver. Watched him last Tuesday night right out here at Red Dirt Raceway. He is on the outside of row 3. The Catch Fence Apparel's Elbows Up Sim Sport, number 82 out of Bloomington, Indiana. Dustin Griffiths will start inside row number 4 with Colton Davis on his outside in the 1 machine. And the 5th row on the inside, the Tim Sim Styles BMRS, Black Diamond Motorsports, number 1 from Pittsboro, Indiana, Mason Hannigan, with Cody Shans in the 30 car on his outside. And on the back row, all by himself, the Fairway Mortgages BS Air Catch Fence Apparel, Elbows Up Sim Sport, 84 car of Tyler Shell from Millersburg, Pennsylvania.
Green flag.
As a green flag flies over heat race number 2, the Swindell guys had the top 3 spots at the start. We're going to see who's got the lead when they come out of turn number 4 to lead the first lap. It's going to be Blake Cannon, then James Edens, and then Cole Cabre in the 12 car. All over his teammate, almost contact between the two of them. Brady Baldwin was holding on to 4th. He's putting a slide job on Garrett Halsey. Halsey, the 44 machine right there. Oh, you saw Baldwin hit the fence. That's actually Blake Cannon in the 44 car. He is going to squeak by into 3rd. Baldwin hangs on to 4th. Dustin Griffiths in the 5th spot, and Emerson Axum now has passed Griffiths, but he gives the spot right back as Griffiths had the high side. Contact between Griffiths and Cannon right there out of turn 4. Griffiths with the slider line way up the top. He didn't make that work, and he got split on both sides. Cannon went high. Baldwin went low. Out to the front, Cole Cabrera has taken the 12 car. He has been married to the cushion the entire way, and he has got the lead by quite a bit over his teammate James Edens as he sees the 2 to go signal. Blake Cannon is still in 3rd. That's your final transfer spot. Brady Baldwin, Garrett Holsey, Emerson Axum, your top 6 right now. Tyler Schill has moved up to 7th. Mason Hannigan, Dustin Griffiths, and Cody Shawns back there racing for 9th and 10th. Right now on the white flag lap, headed into 3 and 4 for the final time. He's going to pick up the win in heat race number 2, go straight to the feature. Cole Cabrera, your winner. James Edens and Blake Cannon finished 2nd and 3rd. So we will see those guys in our feature. Everybody else will have to work their way in through the elimination races. All right. 3rd and final heat race about to get pushed out on the front stretch. On the pole, the 88 car of Caden Brown. On his outside, the Supermoon, number 80 of Vinny Sansone. Row 2 on the inside, another Supermoon machine. That's Joe Quinn. On the outside of him, the Napa Auto Parts Wicked Energy Gum Slick Sim Sport, number 49 of the Hulk, David Heileman, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Row 3 on the inside, the over-the-wall photography, number 25 of Richie Preston. On the outside of him, the 31 car of Dustin Hall. Row 4 on the inside, another over-the-wall photography machine. He's from Milford, Ohio. He drives a 72 car, Jeffrey Stewart. And on the outside of him, the Ultimate Dirt TV, Black Diamond Motorsports, number 54 from Ellington, Florida, John Batista. And in the 5th row on the inside, Chase Randall, the 63 car. To the outside of him, the 13 of Wyatt Brown. And on the back row, all by himself in the 126 car, going to be Jeff Eddy. Final heat race. We'll take 3 more out of here. That means we will have 9 cars locked into our feature. We'll have about maybe 3 or 4 consolation races we'll fill in our field. 3 consies will give us 5 cars apiece. We'll have 24 for our feature. We'll get ready to start eliminating cars as soon as these guys finish up heat race number 3. But right now, Caden Brown about to bring us to the green out of turn number 4. There it is. We are underway. A good racing thus far. We'll see what happens here. Joe Quinn now going to settle into 4th. David Heileman was in front of that. Got way out of shape. Now has to thread the needle between 2 cars to take 3rd back. Joe Quinn not giving him any quarter. Heileman hits the fence. That's going to give Quinn 3rd for the time being. But there is JB, John Batista, right behind him. That UDTV white and red number 54 machine. He is putting all kinds of pressure on the 90 car. We'll see what Quinn can do down on the bottom. Brown about 15 car lengths out in front of Sansone. Sansone hanging on to 2nd. Now John Batista at the line had 3rd. We'll see what happens out of turn 2 right here. He is definitely solidly into 3rd. Joe Quinn in 4th. Heileman is 5th. Brown, Randall, Stewart, Preston, Eddy, and Hall in that order back to the field. 4 laps to go. This time, Caden Brown extending his lead. He's pulled it out quite a ways on these guys. He is not running the top. He is running right through the middle. 3 and 4, getting very close to the cushion in 1 and 2. Licked the fence right there. Maybe got a little too close that time. Now he's going to have to get back on the horse, try to get away from these guys. 2 to go this time by, as both Sansone and Batista are reeling him in. Top 3 on the screen right there. They're going to come out of turn 4. White flag in hand for the flagman. Shows it to the drivers. As you see John Batista use the top side to get around Sansone. See what he can do with Brown down here in 3 and 4. Lap car probably going to play a factor, but it looks like Caden Brown's going to win heat race 3. Batista and Sansone going to finish 2nd and 3rd. They're going to the feature. Everybody else, alphabet soup time. All right. 2 B mains. lanes fill in our field. 13 cars scheduled to be in our first one. It's going to be Richie Preston and Kyle Gilbert on the front row. Cody Shawns and Jeff Stewart in row number 2. Row 3, Alex Rupert and Emerson Axum. Row 4, Wyatt Brown and Kyle Atkinson. The fifth row, Dustin Griffiths and Jeff Eddy. Row 6, Josh Steinke and Colton Davis. And on the back, Dustin Hall. Looks like maybe a couple of these guys did not make the call. Looks like Axum not pushed out for this one. So we will have 12 cars. We got to be taking at least 6 or 7 of these guys in. I'll find out from race control. All right, lights off on the pay truck. We're going green this time. Elimination race time, so the intensity should ratchet up just a little bit. We're going to watch Preston and Gilbert bring us to the green.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, we are transferring from the C to the B, so the top 3 will go to the B. These are not direct transfer races. We are stacking up our consolations. First time in a while I've seen these guys do this, and you saw Gilbert find the fence right there. No caution. He got out of the way. Rupert had the lead. Now he tries to get it back off the top side, the 17 car. A little slicing and dicing right there. Slide job city. Rupert led it over shots at the line. Kyle Atkinson in that all-important third and final transfer spot. These guys all trying to get in the back of the B main. And a lot of those cars in that B main actually going to make the feature. Maybe all of them. We'll see how many. I think they're taking 24, and we need 15. So going to be a lot. There is another car right rear end of the fence. He 360s it. Keeps it going, but he falls from 2nd to 8th. So it's Rupert Shawns and Dustin Griffiths. Catch Fence himself is sitting there in a transfer spot, and he is rolling the bottom right now. Wasn't able to make that work. Here comes Brown. Wyatt Brown stuck that car down on the inside, went right around Griffiths. Now Griffiths fights back 1 and 2. All the while, they are keeping Shawns right in the pocket right there. Cody Shawns, that yellow and purple machine, trying to hang on to 2nd. That is a transfer spot. Here comes Richie Preston off the top side. Preston using the banking to his advantage. A lot of momentum through there. He went into 3rd. Now Griffiths goes to the top side with him. They are trying to work over Cody Shawns. They're coming down to 2 to go. Preston had a good run there. Sean slammed the door on him. Sean's has changed his line the last couple of laps. He's moved up into the middle of the track. He was kind of running the bottom. When Preston was making hay on the top, he kind of moved up. He's going to cover that line right there. It is still Rupert on the white flag lap out in front in lap traffic. He's going to go to the B for sure if he can keep it square off of 4, and he does. Cody Shawns looks like he's going to make it through, and so is Wyatt Brown. Brown got around Preston at the end there, and he takes the 3rd spot away. So all those guys headed to the back of our B. Everybody else going to be done for the night. It's going to be 14 cars. I do believe all of these guys should transfer into the A. We'll run down the lineup here real quick. Rumsey and Baldwin in row 1. Quinn Kruger, row 2. Halsey Heileman, row 3. Jordison and Shell in row 4. Row 5 will be Randall and McSwain. 11 of these guys going to the feature. It's Hannigan or Mason Hannigan and Alex Rupert in row 6. Row 7, Cody Shawns and Wyatt Brown in from the C main along with Alex Rupert. So 11 of these 14. We're going to have 20 in our feature. Used to seeing the 410 guys put 24 cars out there. So a little bit of a change up for us, but that's okay. I see Chase Randall's car, the 63 machine, not out here. So we were going to have 13 cars racing for 11 spots. Only 2 will not make the transfer. All right, Rumsey and Baldwin bringing us to green. Pace truck in the infield. We are ready to get it on. 11 cars going from here to the A main. Green flag is out. We are racing. Rumsey got a pretty good start. Baldwin went way wide there, and he fell back a little bit. Now it is a mad scramble behind that. Looking at Dale Jordison right there. He is right in front of Mason Hannigan. Hannigan down on the bottom. A lot of close quarters racing right here. They may get this all squared away. Only 2 guys not going to make it through, and you don't want to be one of those 2 for sure. It's still Rumsey, Baldwin, Heileman, Kruger, your top 4. Joe Quinn in 5th right now. Garrett Halsey, the black and red car down on the inside right there, has taken that 5th spot away, at least temporarily, from Quinn. And Halsey, for some reason, his car out. So all the remaining cars on the track look like they are going to transfer through in this one. Still Rumsey out in front of Baldwin, Kruger, Heileman, Quinn. Now Halsey's car back on track. Just a little bit of a blink there from him, apparently. A little connection issue, so he's back in 6th. Tyler Schell in the 7th spot. Dale Jordison, Mason Hannigan, Alex Rupert, and Wyatt Brown, your final transfer car as they run. Brown struggling just a little on the bottom, and it looks like Zach McSwain, the 14 car, is making some hay off the top. He's taking away that 11th and final transfer spot. Going to be 5 to go this time out of turn 4. Still Rumsey in front, but Kruger starting to close the gap a little bit. He's gotten around Baldwin. Baldwin hanging on to 3rd, closed up right there. Had to back off the throttle a little so he didn't get into the left side of the 5 car. The Hulk finds the fence again. He found that in his heat race, and it didn't work out too good for him. He's in the B main now. Still struggling, what looks like, with that 49 machine. May have some broken parts as hard as he hit the fence a second ago. Joe Quinn in behind that, but right now Logan Rumsey coming out of turn 4. He's going to see 2 to go. Rusty Kruger has gone full topside on him and trying to get the win in the B main right now. Now Rumsey slider line up the hill. White flag in the air. Kruger goes to the bottom. This will be a slide job all the way out to the top of turn 2. See who's going to pick up the win in the B main. It's between Kruger and Rumsey right now. Now to turn 4. Oh, Rumsey spun it around, so it's Kruger and Baldwin, then Halsey. Heileman and Rumsey falls all the way to 5th. He clipped the implement tire on the inside. Then Schell, Hannigan, Quinn, Rupert, McSwain, all making it through to our features. So the field is set. These guys are going to have a couple of minutes of warm-up, I believe, maybe about 55 seconds here. And while they're out there getting some warm-up in, we'll let you check this out. All right, warm up just about over. $20 cars for 35 laps. We'll run through our starting lineup here. Joel Berkeley will have the pole with Cole Cabre on his outside. Row 2 going to be Caden Brown and James Tiernan. Blake Cannon, John Batista in row number 3. Row 4, Hayden Cardwell, James Edens. The 5th row will be Vinny Sansone, Rusty Kruger. Row 6, Brady Baldwin, Garrett Halsey, David Heileman, and Logan Rumsey in row 7. Row 8, Tyler Shell and Mason Hannigan. Joe Quinn and Alex Rupert in row 9. And on the back row, Zach McSwain and Dale Jordison. 20 cars ready to go. "35 green flag laps. Caution laps will not count. Winner picking up $100 tonight. $75 to second, $50 to third, $25 to fourth, $15 to fifth, and $10 to sixth. Top 6 will make it to the pay window tonight. These guys are going to go green out of turn number 4 the next time. Slick Sim Sports and Swindale Speed Labs on the front row. So we get ready to drop the green flag. The topless 35, a 410 special event for the wingless guys with the Dirt Sprint Car Championship Series. We're underway. Berkeley grabbed the lead. You saw Cabre barely lick the wall. Here comes trouble up the middle. 3 and 4 wide. Tiny bit of contact. Tiernan. A little bit of contact there. I didn't catch the car number of who he was side by side with right there, but he is going to have third. Now he's going to have fourth as Hayden Cardwell is working the bottom and making hay going to the front. Right down left front, almost in that grass on the entries. He's got second now. He's chasing his teammate Cole Cabre way up on the top. Berkeley hanging on temporarily third. Hayden Cardwell still working that bottom. He had Tiernan for just a second, but Tiernan got it back, and then Tiernan found the fence in 3 and 4. Leader checking out from these guys right here. That is second place down the bottom, the 7 car of Hayden Cardwell. 98 of James Tiernan and the 9 of Joel Berkeley. These 3 cars vying second, third, and fourth. Oh, there you see Cardwell find some fence. Now he's going to be back to 5th as John Batista worked his way around into the 4th spot. It's Cabre, Tiernan, and Berkeley 1, 2, 3. And Berkeley trying to put a slider on Tiernan. He may have it that time as he got it across the nose. Tiernan trying to cut back under in 3 and 4. Just too much momentum. As here comes Cardwell back around into the 4th spot. He went around Batista and Cannon and took over 4th. He goes right back to the top side. Tiernan with a slide job up the hill. Leaves the door open. Here comes Blake Cannon with a slider in 1 and 2. This is going to be 3 wide on the exit and caution for the first time. And Dale Jordison's car already in the infield. It looks like Caden Brown had him some trouble. He hit the wall in turn 4, and I just think he didn't get the car under him where the car was broken. He goes down and kills the fence going into 1 and 2. Heavy contact and a big flip for him. It's our first caution. 9 laps in. Cabre, Berkeley, Cardwell, Tiernan, Batista, Cannon, Sansone, Edens, Heileman, and Rumsey, your top 10. Still 26 laps to go. Pace truck is in. We're getting ready to go green again. Cabre gets us started. Green flag back in the air. We're going to watch Hayden Cardwell probably go right to the bottom for at least a lap or two, I bet. He's going to try to work on Berkeley. It just doesn't look like he can keep that car right down in the sticky stuff on the very bottom there. So he elects to move right up the hill in front of Tiernan and Batista. That's a battle for 4th and 5th between those two. Blake Cannon, that fuchsia-colored number 44 machine right there, trying to work his way back around. He had these guys for a split second until the caution came out, and then they moved him back. Last lap scoring and all that. Now he gets around Edens and Tiernan. He is in behind Batista in the 5th spot. John Batista in 4th. Hayden Cardwell in 3rd. Still in behind Joel Berkeley running 2nd. Cole Cabre once again extending the lead. He is way out in front of these guys. We'll watch him go through 1 and 2. We won't see anybody else on the screen at all. Until right there. As Cardwell finally gets around Berkeley. Watch these guys. Most of them moving to the top side. Nobody down on the inside anymore. That looks to be gone away. Cardwell 2nd. Berkeley is 3rd. And Cannon got around Batista. Now he's putting pressure on Berkeley for that 3rd spot. Oh, Berkeley found the fence. That is going to allow Cannon to go through the middle and pick up 3rd. He slams the door down into turn 3 and takes the 44 machine up against the cushion. So make it Cabre, Cardwell, Cannon, then Berkeley, and Edens got around Batista. Now Edens putting pressure on the 9 car. 52 machine of James Edens. Car slow on the front stretch. I don't even know who that was. I'm not even quite sure who that was. That might have been Cardwell. Let's go see what happened to Mr. Cardwell. He was running 2nd. Finds some fence right there. Turn 2. Finds it again in 3 and 4. That's what did it right there. When it jumped up over the fence, it broke the rear end. And that car is only going to go in that teeny tiny little circle when the left rear is broken like that. All right, getting ready to go back to green. Still Cabre, then Berkeley. Edens, Cannon, and Batista, the top 5 right now.
Green, green, green.
Halfway home right here. Cole Cabre, and once again starting to streak out in front of these guys. He picked up about 8 car lengths through turns 1 and 2. Berkeley 2nd. Edens is 3rd, but Cannon trying to put the pressure on. You saw James Tiernan down on the bottom and caution at the back of the field. We'll see who that is for. It might be for the 7-car Brady Baldwin. I am not sure. He was the last car to get out there and come around. Yeah, it looks like it. Hits the fence, gets spun around. Traffic still coming. That'll give us a caution each and every time. All right. Cabre, Berkeley, Edens, Cannon, Batista, Tiernan, Heilemann, Rumsey, Shell, and Sansone, your top 10 now. 15 laps still remain. Green this time out of turn number 4 with 15 laps still on the board. Cabre, Berkeley, Edens, your top 3.
Green flag, green
A
flag.
little bit of a hesitation there for the 12 car of Cabre. Started in a different spot. You saw Berkeley try to time it up, and he missed it, so he had to check up. That's going to let Cabre keep the lead here Eden's got sideways in the middle of 2, trying to stay out of the way of the 9 car, and he's going to probably give up third right there with that bad slide job. Got the right rear spinning too much, got the car out of shape again. Blake Cannon takes advantage. Move the 44 machine into a podium spot. Edens is 4th, and Batista still in 5th. James Tiernan. Oh, there's a car backwards. That'll bring us a caution. I'll have to figure out exactly which car that was. I know it was the one of the blue ones. I'm just not sure whose it was. I don't think it was Baldwin again, but we'll check and see. No, it was not. Might have been David Heileman. Heileman put the car in the fence. Right rear, boop. There you go. Probably knocked the rear end out of it. That car doesn't look like it's going to drive straight. Nope. Looks like she's going to dog track, and there he goes again. So a cloud of dust. Click off a lap or so. We'll line them up single file, get ready to do it again.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back in the air. 13 laps to go. Cabrera with a good healthy lead again through 1 and 2. Berkeley, Cannon, Edens all under a blanket right there. John Batista a couple of car lengths off the back bumper of the 52 machine of Edens. Cannon had a slip at the top side, but
All right, man. Caution
Edens
is out.
wasn't
Caution
able
is out.
to. Wasn't able to do anything. We're looking at Alex Rupert right here, 17 car down into 3 and 4. Oh, way too far inside. He takes off the front suspension of the 17 car. So we will let him get lined up again. Get this thing down to its finale. Should go green the next time out of turn 4. Pace truck is in. Cole Cabrera, Joel Berkeley, Blake Cannon, your top 3. Edens and Batista 4th and 5th.
Green flag, green flag.
11 laps still on the board. Cabrera hanging on to that lead. He gets a good 4 or 5 car lengths every time we get through 1 and 2 on a restart. Berkeley, Cannon, Edens. Batista still all under a blanket together. Those 5 cars about as evenly spaced as you can get going through the corner right there. Edens found a little grip on the high side on the exit. He's going to put something. Oh, Berkeley finds the fence. Berkeley's going to drop from 2nd to 4th. Don't know how damaged the 9 car is from that. Looks like he's going to be okay, but he's falling back. Now gets into the fence again in 1 and 2. That car might be damaged more than it looks. That allowed Blake Cannon to get into 2nd around Edens. While that was going on, Berkeley fell back to 4th right in front of Batista. Batista not able to do anything with Joel Berkeley while he was having his issues. But Cabrera, Cannon, and Edens are down to 7 laps to go now. Right now, 6 to go. Cabrera starting to get away from these guys. Got about half a set of corners, half a straightaway on them. Edens now going to the middle, see if he can find something to get back around Cannon. Got a good run into the corner, had to check the car up a little bit. Just couldn't do anything in the middle of 1 and 2. 4 to go this time. Watching the battle, 2nd and 3rd. Oh, Edens got the right rear in the fence just a touch in 2. Threw his rhythm off. He does it again, 3 and 4. He is going to flip up on the fence.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
We don't have to watch a replay. We were watching that one live. James Edens nicked the fence coming out of 2. Nicked it going into 3. That may have either thrown his rhythm way off or it may have damaged the car, and he ends up tumbling it, but it looks like they got it on his wheels, and he's going to be able to continue. So a 3-lap shootout. Excuse me. I think I swallowed a bug. All right, Cabré, Berkeley. Batista now up to 3rd. Shell, Kruger, Sansone, Hannigan, Quinn, Tiernan, and Baldwin to your top 10. But it'll be a 2-lap shootout when they get the green. You'll see who's coming home. Tyler Shell. All right, on the back of John Batista. We'll see if Batista can hang on to that podium finish. But Cabré and Berkeley right here in a restart imminent. There's your green flag. Oh, Berkeley got a little out of shape. Checked up Batista. Batista almost turned him. Berkeley with a slide job couldn't hang on to the lead. He's going to go to 2nd. Here comes Batista. He goes down into 3 and 4. Is he going to slide across the nose? Doesn't quite do it. I think he could have got the door shut if he'd have tried for it. Rather than risk a good podium finish, he gives the top back to Berkeley. Right now, in 3 and 4 for the final time, Cole Cabré will win the Wingless 410 Special here at Dirt Sprint Car Championship Series. Joe Berkeley, John Batista, your top 3. We'll give you the official finishing order after we have our driver interviews. Fireworks are going off. Please remind the top 3 to park on the front stretch for me. Watching the fireworks go off, we'll get the top 3 around on our front stretch. You get these guys paused out here so we can get a look and see all the cars. Well, we've got them all on the front stretch for us. John Batista already in the chat. Here comes Cabré. I am sure that Joel Berkeley will find his way to the channel as well. Let's get JB in here and see what he's got going on. JB, you got a copy, buddy?
Hey, how's it going?
Well, it looks like it's going pretty well, man. A great run for you tonight in the wingless car, 3rd place there, man. Tell us how that feature was going for you.
I pulled that one out of my ass for sure. I don't ever run this car, but damn, it's a lot of fun. This is my worst track in this car. So really the worst possible combo for me, and I qualified like straight garbage. And heat race, I just found something on the top, worked my way up to 2nd place. And when you start up front, it's easy to finish up front, so that's what I did. Kind of kept my space from the leaders a little bit towards the beginning of the race. Probably could have put some moves on some guys, but I wasn't near comfortable enough to start racing those guys, and that's where my inexperience in this car started to really show. Especially towards the end of the race, it was super slick, especially coming out of turn 4, and those guys are just gapping me. But I don't know what happened with 2 or 3 to go. I think someone flipped and someone disappeared, so that put me in a podium, so hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, Edens was in front of me. It looked like he hit the wall out of 2. He hit it again going into 3, and then he just crushed it in 4 and flipped the car over. But on that last restart there, it looked like Berkeley maybe spun the tires, but you couldn't get down to the inside right there. Is what we think we saw from up here what happened down there?
I think so. That happened to me a few times, starting behind those guys. I don't know if they were a little antsy or if I was not jumping it, but getting a little bit better jump than those guys. The last restart, I did think he spun his tires a little bit, and I might have had my left side in a little bit more tacky part of the track than he did. And I just couldn't really tell how close I was to him and hit him a little bit. But like I said before, I wasn't in any kind of position to throw a slider going into one, so I kind of just let him have it there.
Still a fantastic run. You come home on the podium, man. Who helps you get it done every week? And we'll let you go celebrate picking up a nice check.
Yeah, I just want to thank Rudy for putting this one-off race on. I love the non-wing cars, so if he wants to put on more, I'm totally down. I want to congratulations to Mason for racing from the back like I did pretty much, qualifying pretty much last, and finishing P7, I believe he did. And just a great race to everybody, especially towards the beginning. I think we had like a 12-lap green flag run, which is pretty rare in the non-wing car. So, yeah, great race to everybody. Thank you, Roger, for putting the broadcast on, and see you guys for the next one.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, buddy, and congratulations again on a great run. We look forward to seeing you with the Dirt Slingers guys tomorrow night.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
All right. Your third place finisher, John Batista. It doesn't look like Joel Berkeley is going to be giving us an interview this evening. That's all right, 100% his prerogative right there. Let's grab Cole Cabre. Cole, you got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, a heck of a run. You really weren't challenged all night long out there. Once you grabbed the front, the caution slow was about the only thing to slow you down, man. Tell us about that feature and picking up this big win.
Yeah, it was track was so slick there. I mean, since the last heat race, it was pretty blown off. So you just had to be easy on the throttle there. Once you got in clean air, it's pretty easy just to hit your marks and be smooth on the throttle.
Yeah, it looked like the top side was really the best place to run, but some guys were making some moves down on the bottom. They just weren't able to get to you. This car, this track, that much horsepower, it's just a whole lot better to run the top, isn't it?
Yeah, it's easier to keep your momentum just rolling around the top. When the bottom's hooked up, I mean, that's also hard to beat. It's just so hard to hit. You got to keep your left rear right in that moisture and hope it sticks. But, I mean, top is pretty much the easiest way to get around Kokomo when it gets blown off like that, and just be smooth.
Well, rarity for me to see you out on the track. What brought you out to do this one tonight?
They said it was a money race. I mean, everyone needs money, right?
Well, you pick up the big check. You win $100 tonight, man. Who helps you get it done? We'll let you go grab that check and celebrate.
Swindell Speed Lab, especially Blake and James, they really helped me out with the setup. Rusty, everyone helped me out with the setup tonight. So I want to be able to do this without them. So yeah, and you guys for putting on iRacing, everyone.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congratulations again. Look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Your winner tonight, Cole Cabre. Run down our final standings right here. Cabre picked up the win. Berkeley was second. Batista in third. Rusty Kruger fourth. Tyler Schell fifth. James Tiernan comes home sixth. The Dirt Track Terror with a fantastic run. Kevin up in the top three for a while there. Faded late. Comes home sixth. Brady Baldwin in seventh. Joe Quinn eighth. Mason Hannigan up to ninth. Vinny Sansone was 10th. Garrett Halsey 11th. James Edens, after running very well up at the front, has a bad finish to his race, comes home in that 12th spot. Blake Cannon 13th. Logan Rumsey 14th. 15th to Alex Rivert. David Heileman the Hulk in 16th. Hayden Cardwell 17th. Zach McSwain in 18th. Caden Brown 19th. And Dale Jordison in 20th. That is going to do it for us tonight. Tomorrow night, Dirt Slingers, Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series. Final night, championship night. They will be at the dirt track at Charlotte. Crown a champion. Start handing out all those big checks for those guys. Top 16 get to play in the big prize pool money if they have met the qualifications for it. A lot of guys looking forward to that. They're paying out about $4,500 for the season. Very good racing over there. So tune in tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. KR Stolfus will be on the call. Watch the season finale. Say hi to him in the chat. It's been a great week of racing. I will be in the control booth tomorrow night. KR will be in here. So for myself, Dominic Santina, and KR Stolfus right here at the Dirt Racing Network. We appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. Until the next time, keep it dirty, everybody. Good night.